Hey guys, alright, so I am super excited for today's vlog because today we are heading to South Florida's iconic destination, the Swap Shop. And we're going to go film the Swap Shop in all of its filthy and weird glory. South Floridians know and both love and hate the Swap Shop. We have kind of a love-hate relationship with the Swap Shop. It's a very cool place, a lot of interesting things. It's just a giant outdoor and indoor flea market. Very popular. I used to go there when I was a kid. They used to have a circus, but they don't have a circus anymore, unfortunately. But they still have a lot of cool things and a lot of weird things. So we're gonna go and check that out. I have Elliot here with me, and so he's gonna share in all the weird festivities that is the Swap Shop. So it's gonna be an interesting time. So stick around. And there it is, the iconic Swap Shop Bridge. Everyone from South Florida knows and loves it. Right up there. All right, so we're pulling in now. This is one of the parking areas, which is across the street from the Swap Shop. So you can pull in here, and then you have all this open field parking area. And sometimes you have to pay for the parking, sometimes you don't. It's never more than $2. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. Just sometimes they charge for parking and sometimes they don't. So we're gonna get out and walk across that bridge there so we can get right over there, and we'll get some video of the actual bridge itself and all of its weirdness. All right, so now we're heading on up into the walkover bridge right here, and it's gonna take us across the street. You can't really see it from here, but that leads in directly into the indoor part of the Swap Shop, and so it's both indoor and outdoor. All right, and now we are heading inside. So there's several entrances to this place. This is just one of them. This is the one that leads you in from when you take the walkover bridge if you park across the street. If you don't park across the street, you can park directly at the Swap Shop itself and kind of cut through that way. But I like going over the bridge, so that's why we did that. So you can see it's a flea market, and it's a huge flea market, so they have a really odd mix of different things, like home furnishings next to jewelry, next to little booth things that have soap apparently, and then more furnishings and fake plants, luggage, shoes. It's so weird. It's so wonderfully weird. So the owner of the Swap Shop, who recently passed away, he was a huge antiques collector. So he purchased the Swap Shop, and with the space, he decided that he's going to display his antiques. So you see a lot of stuff spread out throughout the Swap Shop here, behind gates like this, so you know if it's stuff behind the gates, you know it's the owner's personal antique collection that he wasn't able to fit in his home. Very weird, but also very cool for a history buff like myself. I think that's an old movie lighting system. Grandfather clock, old wooden horse, all kinds of old wooden characters. Lady Liberty. What's that?
I love that.
Lady Liberty?
Lady Liberty.
Yeah. And then Patrick Meyer. I don't know if that's like authentic from MGM or if that's just some fan art somebody did. But it's here with the antique, so I'm assuming that it's authentic. And it just goes on and on over here. They have this old car here, which they have cars also downstairs, which we'll get to a little bit, and those are actual race cars on display, and those are pretty cool, so we'll show you those in a little bit. Got this cute dragon. I've never seen this before. I think this is new, or newish, because it's not like I come here very often. This is pretty cool. I have a race horsing game, probably used for gambling once upon a time. Knight's armor, very cool. It's like a nutcracker. The guitar back there. Well, I wonder what kind of guitar it is. It's like a Fender Squire. It's a Squire. I used to have a Squire. This one's a pretty fun shop. It looks like it's closed right now because, again, it's not very busy right now because it's middle afternoon on Wednesday. And they just got a lot of really cool, interesting odds and ends. They got, lighters, brass knuckles. I think they also have like knives and things like that. And then they have these, kind of funny and interesting signs and stuff up here. And Elliot just pointed out, where is it? That one to me. So that one's our favorite. Warning, no trespassing. Forget the dog, beware of the wife. That's right. Okay, so this is the place that I was thinking of. This has where you can come and buy katanas and different types of knives. It's a huge variety. So you have your more katanas down there. Skulls. Anybody who knows me knows that I love skulls, so my house kind of looks a little bit like a mortuary with all the skulls that I have throughout. Don't judge me. It's cool kind of statue things of that. That's a salt and pepper shaker. That's pretty cool. I have a salt and pepper shaker holder that was gifted to me by a good friend of mine that is a skull, and the salt and pepper shakers are held in the skull's eye sockets.
That's pretty cool.
And it just goes on and on with all the weaponry and stuff. Oh, those are neat. Look at that. Wow. Gold Jason mask or something. That's pretty neat. There's more masks back there. Wow. Got a lot of stuff. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at that. And then stun gun. This is wild. Look at all that. That is really, really neat. It just goes on and on. There's like so much to look at. It's kind of a sensory overload. So they have this downstairs area down here. Like I was saying before, there used to be a circus here, and the circus was what filled up this entire area here, and they would have camels and horses and elephants. There would be a woman that would do a almost like a Cirque du Soleil rope, hang from the rope thing. She'd spin around and hang upside down and do all kinds of crazy stunts. Freaked me out because I was afraid of heights at the time. So I couldn't watch it. But I still remember that was one of the first, because this is one of the first places that my parents brought me when we moved here from Miami. And it was so cool. It's become very different and kind of strange now, but back in the day, this was a spot, man. And yeah, those were the fancy racing cars that the owner collected before he passed away as well. Those were actual race cars, and some of them were actually used in races. And then when you turn from this area right over here, you get the entrance to the arcade. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. This is, I've never seen the swap shop this empty before. Usually it's ridiculously crowded. But this is nice. I'm liking this. I'm kind of wishing that I was here on a weekend so I could just show you how crowded it gets. But I'm enjoying the fact that it's not at the same time. So I'm okay with that. And over here they've got your air hockey. I am the master of air hockey. If you think you're better than me and you want to challenge me, send me a message down in the comments and we'll do this. Yes, Lord, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, we got to do it. I'm done. All right, so I'm going to come back later and kick Elliot's butt on some air hockey. This has always been one of my favorite games here is the shooting. You come over here and you put in your money and you got a little rifle right here, and you shoot at those little targets. Just shoots a little light, and so the laser light hits the targets and it makes a sound and makes motion or whatever, and you try to, just hit as many as you can and see what kind of score you get. And then they've got your carnival games over there and ball throwing stuff, and I don't know what that is. Oh, that's bowling. That's pretty cool.
Electronic skee ball.
This is bowling. Yeah. And then skee ball is right over there. They've got like a kind of combination skee ball and basketball thing here. That's pretty cool. And they've got your basketball there. It's kind of like a small one for kids, I guess. Oh, and then there's a bigger one for the adults. And then it wraps around all the way over there. So it wraps almost completely around the entire inside of the swap shop. And of course, like any arcade, they do have some ticket games. And then when you win your tickets, you come over here and you trade your tickets in for prizes. I'm sure they take money too, though, if you just want to buy it outright. I've never seen anybody turn down money. And then over here, this is new. They have, well, new-ish, I guess, racing. Go-kart racing. That is freaking cool. I don't know if we can do it today, but if we can, I kind of would like to, but those are kind of small. So I don't know if we'd actually fit in those, so this might be for kids only. I'm not sure. I'm gonna ask somebody if I see anyone. So the two questions are A, are these big enough for grown-ups? And B, can we do it? So now we are leaving the arcade, heading down to go get something to eat. There's another perfume booth there. And then as you come down any one of the stairs from the upstairs part, which as you can see are everywhere, you come down, then down here, this area is kind of the food court. It's mostly food court. It also does have shops, electronics and jewelry and stuff like that. And then it opens up into the food court, and all the food spots wrap completely around. Check out this little guy. He's breakdancing. Come on, do the thing. Do the thing. There it is. Oh yeah. How cool is that? Go, go, go. Wow. That's pretty neat. Okay, so we got something to eat, and as you know, you must show the internet food. So this is what I got. This is chicken wings with fries. Pretty normal stuff. And then over here, we've got kebab. It's beef and lamb kebab in a pita. I wanted a lamb shawarma, but they were out of the lamb shawarma. They only had the chicken shawarma, and chicken is like my least favorite meat. I'll eat it, I like it, but it's my least favorite meat. My favorite being lamb, then steak, and then everything else. And then these guys that they've had here forever, the Blues Brothers, they have them here. I think they have them same position in another spot, and I think they have them somewhere else again where they're sitting on a throne or something. I'm not sure. So much weirdness. So much weirdness. I love it. And now we're gonna go ahead and head outside to the outdoor flea market area. This whole area out here is huge, so we're not gonna walk through the whole thing because I have to get Elliot to the airport. But we're gonna go take a look, just kind of give you an idea of the kind of stuff that's out here. Then we're gonna come back inside, check out the carnival rides, and then we're gonna take off. But when you come out here, and they do also have a drive-in theater. It's called Thunderbird Drive-In Theaters. Just more weirdness.
Had a lot of great dates there.
Yes, indeed, me too. Actually, I had one date there, and I fell asleep watching, what is that movie called? Lost in Space.
Lost in Space. I saw Bad Boys.
It was so horrible. And, well, from what I remember, I mean, I'm assuming it was horrible because I fell asleep. So that is another section of the indoor part, which we could go into, but again, we don't really have that kind of time. But it's just kind of another section. It's mostly clothing and cologne, and it's some more cars on display as well. So this is, yeah, lots and lots and lots of vendors. People just come out here and they just rent their space. It's what those yellow lines are on the ground. They rent a space there, and they get their tents that they can also rent, and just set up their products, and they just come out here and sit all day and sell all kinds of stuff. All right, so now we are headed into the carnival rides area. This is one of the many doors that you can exit through. Again, it's not busy today, so the rides aren't really running. I mean, they'll run them if you want to ride something, which we're going to do. But because it's not very busy, there's not a lot going on. But we're gonna change that. So it starts over here. You got this inflatable slide there, and it's a dragon roller coaster type deal. Over here, the bumper cars. Definitely gonna get down on that. Sorry if it's too loud, guys. Hopefully you can hear me. And they've got, like, you know, kiddie rides. Really, all of them are kind of kiddie rides, but they'll let the grown-ups do it too. There's another little mini roller coaster over here, and that was kind of like a mine train type roller coaster. Basically the theme for that. And over here, they've got the log flume type ride. This Ferris wheel, I don't think the Ferris wheel is running anymore. I haven't seen it running in years. It's got those trees, bushes kind of pushing up against it, so that wouldn't be safe. So I'm almost positive that's not running. Here at the ticket booth, these are the prices for the tickets. You can get one ticket for $1, so basically you can get them for $1 each, or 25 tickets for $20. And then they have a weekend special over here, all day unlimited rides for $22. Okay, so we just found out that we can't do the rides today because they're running, but for the ticket booth, their card reader is down, I guess, so they're not taking cards today. So I only have a card and I'm not spending $4 to use the ATM. So unfortunately, no bumper cars today. So I will probably do a part 2 of the swap shop, and we'll do just carnival rides, something like that. You guys send me a comment down below and let me know what you think, if you want us to do swap shop part 2 carnival rides exclusive, or just move on. But other than that, it was a pretty good time. Swap shop and all of its glorious weirdness. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure if you do like the videos, or if you're new here, please make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can get notifications every time I make a new video. And please make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, and you can find me at The Wandering Floridian at all 3 of those. And until next time, have a great day. Love you.